Hello everybody, welcome to this episode of Sustainable Stace. We're in my new grow house. It's a grow house greenhouse. It's for people and for plants to grow. And one of my long awaited dreams for having a grow house is a lemon tree. I'm ready to plant it today. I'll walk you through the processes and steps I'm using to get optimal performance from this little guy, which I'm expecting is going to be my citrus buddy for many years to come.
I'm Stace. For me, healthy food and sustainability are totally connected. You can grow it yourself. Nature is generous.
Well, here we are in the greenhouse, in the grow house, with this new little lemon tree. And of all the branches, and you can even see some blossoms coming in on it, I only want to keep one of the branches, the tallest one that's going to be the anchor stem for the entire structure of this tree as it grows. So I've dug a big hole. It's hard for you to see it all, but using this big pail, which holds about 20 liters, 5 gallons of soil, I've dug a hole out that filled 3 of these. So it's a very big hole in comparison to this little 1-gallon pot. But what I'm gonna do is fill it up with some really high quality soil, some rotted chicken manure from the chicken coop, and the goal is to have it really rock out of the gate right away, well nourished with some really healthy organic fertilizer. But the first thing I want to do is really prune it down. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do, and it's going to look ruthless, but I promise you, like all pruning, it brings about great results when it's done well. You can see that this main branch that I'm touching here does not go straight up out of the pot. It goes at an angle. And I wanted to have a sense of where it's going to show up in my grow house as it grows taller and taller. I've put a PVC piece of pipe into the hole, simulating where this branch will go in the future, so that I can get a sense that when it's 2 meters or about 6 feet tall, I can kind of envision how it's going to grow. Knowing that, I positioned my hole accordingly. The trusty pruning shears come into play. I'm going to take everything off with the exception of this one tall branch. And I'm not kidding. I'm taking everything off, and in the process, what I'm doing is I'm leaving one beautiful branch. With that one beautiful branch that's going to become the mothership of the whole structure of the lemon tree, we're going to be able to get ready now to put it in the ground and get it ready to roll. Here we go. So before I dive into the hole and plant the lemon tree right here in front of myself, I just want to give you a sense of where you are in the greenhouse while you're watching. The entry is behind you, I'm looking at it. The center of the bed is this herb bed that has like catnip and shallots and oregano and parsley and green onions and all sorts of yummy things. By the way, when I snipped off all the branches of the lemon tree, I started smelling the blossoms. I'd never smelled citrus blossoms before because I haven't grown up around citrus. This is fragrant. I've kept each one of them so I can put them in water inside the house just to smell them for a while. So this is where the hole is going to be planted. The lemon tree is going to disappear down here at the end of this herb bed, and I've got these drip irrigation lines that go down the center of this bed, 2 of them, and each of them come with elbows over the end, so they're going to drip right into the hole where we're planting the lemon tree. Now we're going to get hopefully like a bird's eye view and top down it so you can see us put it in the soil. Here we go, Lemon Man. Okay, I think we're ready to go. We can see the hole here right at the end of the herb bed. I've got chicken manure, really good soil, organic fertilizer, and the lemon tree is right here. Now I'm just going to first off put a little bit of manure and a little bit of this good soil into there. I'm going to want the level of the top, like this level of the top of the pot, to be similar to the surface floor of the greenhouse. Wow, just knock every good thing in there. You can kind of see it. One last look at the roots and everything that's here. And remember, I want to envision it growing this way, starting here, and then the angle of the PVC pipe is what I've been using to determine the trajectory of where that stem is going to go. So with just a touch more soil to build it up, I think we're going to be able to position it here. That looks about right. I'll put in a bit more of this manure, which by the way is very rotted, so I don't think it's going to have any negative effect, only a lot of positive excitement and nitrogen for the lemon tree. That looks pretty good. Okay, you can kind of see we're getting our levels here. These are the drip irrigation lines that are going to be bringing water right here whenever we water the bed. This lemon tree is going to get a double whammy. And I'm just going to position it a little bit angular like that, tipping it on its back a bit so that it goes a little bit more upright and a little less at an angular level. The soil that I'll put in last is what I dug out of the hole. It's the lowest quality, like the native soil to the spot. It's not where the roots are going to be, so it's not a big concern for me. It's sort of just filler. The natural soil where we live is so heavy and clayish, you can't grow a lot unless you've amended with a lot of compost. So there, he's in. He's totally compacted. I've straightened up the angle of his line a little bit, and now with a little bit of that organic fertilizer, we're pretty ready to water him in, and we'll just wash off any dust or residue that's on. And here on in, this beauty is going to get moisture from the drip irrigation that comes around it. That is a good soaking. That's a tropical rainstorm, which citrus can probably appreciate more than I can. I always figure ducks are made for my climate on the west coast of Canada far more than chickens are. And the citrus tree is going to like the warmth of the grow house, and it's going to like getting soaked when it does so that it can really take off. We have a beauty in the house. Let's watch this baby grow. For me, that was amazing. Thanks for coming along and joining me. I live in a climate where there's no way citrus could be supported growing outside, but now with a grow house, I can live out all these growing fantasies. Lemon tree is in the soil, thriving here in the greenhouse. Thanks for joining me on this one.